G'day Crustacean Nation, SirPrawnalot here with another video. Today I'm going to be feeding some of my guppies this Pisces food. If you weren't aware, I did get sponsored by Pisces. They sent me a bunch of food and I thought I'd start off by feeding my guppies some of their food. So on the menu today we have some Spirulina Flakes, some tropical flakes, and some Guppy micro pellets, or just micro pellets in general. These are all really good foods to feed your fish. Obviously flakes are sort of a staple when it comes to fish. It's very easy just to buy some flakes and feed your fish. So I chose the tropical and the spirulina. I'm going to feed, I think, one in each tank just to show you the difference in a way. And then the micro pellets I'll feed to both sides. So these are the guppies here. We've got females on the right and normal males on the left. If you do end up going out to buy some of these products, you can always have a look at the bottom of them to see what they actually look like. So for example, this is a green spirulina flake. It's a bit more green than these flakes in comparison, so this is more red. And then as for the pellets, to see what size the pellets are, you can have a look. It almost looks like powder, but those are little tiny pellets. And I've actually had some fun feeding them already. All of these products here promote rapid colouring, which means your fish will colour up really well, really quickly, if you feed them the food. So you can interchange these because they all sort of give the same benefits. Obviously there's some differences with the spirulina and the flakes, and the pellets obviously they're quite different. They're all really fun to feed, so I'm going to get into it because I've already started feeding the micro pellets, and I've really enjoyed watching my guppies eat them. So I'm going to start with feeding the pellets because I think they're the most fun to watch. I'm sort of getting used to feeding them and watching the guppies just go crazy for these little pellets. So just put some in then. And you can see some of these little guys are coming up at the moment. So already they're really jumping in and getting around it. So I'll just add a little more in. Super tiny little pellets. You can just see how crazy they go for them. The good thing about the pellets is, they sink down, so the fish have some time to swim and grab it and swim around instead of just sitting at the top. Maybe you're trying to single out a few fish, you can sort of drop some on this side, drop some on that side, and they'll all spread out. Whereas with flakes, if you've got some water movement, it may go around in circles and stuff. So I do prefer the pellets myself, but that's not to say the flakes aren't good as well. And here's just a look at it from the top. So they are just tiny little granules, or little pellets, and they're just the right size for the little guppies to have a munch on. But look at them go, and they love them. So those were the micro pellets. Now we're going to move on to the tropical flakes. So here are the tropical flakes. Once again, these are going to work for most fish, not just guppies, but I'm going to use them on my guppies to see how they like them. So we'll give these to the males again, and then we'll go and put spirulina into the females. So with guppies I like to crush it up a little bit, and then drop in some bigger chunks as well. Just sort of spread it out evenly and watch them go. That was the Pisces tropical flakes. Guppies definitely enjoyed it. They absolutely devoured everything that I put in there. So good work to the guppies, and got some pretty cool footage in there, I reckon. So last but not least is the Spirulina Flakes. We're going to be testing these on the female guppies on this side. Hopefully they enjoy it. I'm sure they will. There's no reason they wouldn't. I'm actually going to swap this container out for the smaller one I have, so I'll do that real quick. So just in case you weren't aware, these are the three sizes the tubs come in. So you got your largest, your medium, and your smaller. You can also get, depending on the food, these micro or smaller, very small containers. But I think with the flakes they come in these three sizes. Same goes for algae wafers and things like that. So here's the spirulina. It looks really cool. I've actually never had the spirulina flakes before. This is my first time feeding them. It almost looks like a camouflage pattern or something like that, which is really awesome. So we're going to go ahead and pop them in with the female guppies just here. So I'll just take a little pinch There is a lot of duckweed in this tank as well at the top, so I may not be able to get as many shots as I'd like, but we'll see how it goes. So they're really lining up for this food. I usually feed them in this spot, so that's why they all come across. But obviously they're pretty keen to eat it as they are just going ham. Usually a few more of them will hang around down the bottom and just sort of chill out. But most of them are up top ready to go, so this is really awesome. I also decided to put some spirulina in with the males just to see how they would eat on it, because obviously I haven't fed it yet to them. And they're getting around it pretty quickly. I think everyone loves a bit of spirulina. So if you are interested in purchasing some of these foods, most of them are available at retail pet stores, or even your local fish store may stock it. If not, you can always buy online, and I'll leave a link below where you can purchase it online. That's just the site that I use, so I thought I may as well link it out to you guys. So I'm really looking forward to feeding my fish these daily and making sure, I keep an eye on their colours and see if their colours change. These foods are meant to make them a bit more vibrant and really endorse, I guess, the colours that they have. I'm also really keen to try out some of their other foods and other products, so stay tuned if you are interested in seeing some of their water treatments and their other foods, because I have a fair few to go through. I would personally recommend the micro pellet the most, just because it's really fun to watch, at least with the guppies. Watch them all chase the little pellets around and stuff like that. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.